Hey, good morning, Financial Planning Association. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm joined this morning by Steve Manuel, and he's going to help us understand a little bit more about the pro bono work that we're doing. Good morning, Steve. How are you doing these days?
I am doing very well. Excited to be with you and talk about the pro bono opportunities for our chapter members.
Excellent. Well, let's jump right into it. What's new in the pro bono world?
Well, the Foundation for Financial Planning and FPA have got their program put together, and it's running very smoothly. We have synced up with it, and now we're offering the opportunity for our members, our chapter members, to become involved with both local and national pro bono opportunities.
It's great. I know a lot of things have been going on behind the scenes, so it's really good to be able to bring this out to the chapter now. It's exciting that this is something taking place at this moment. I want to ask you a little bit about how an advisor gets involved. What are the requirements? What needs to happen in order for someone to step into this work?
Well, I think I've got most of it in my head, but I got a few notes, so I may have to look at those. But we've got, they need to be a certified financial planner. And there actually is, I'll say this up front, there is an opportunity for those who are getting their CFP designation. They can work in tandem with a CFP chapter member, but you have to have your CFP designation. You need to be a member of FPA and then go through a training, that 1-hour class that is easy to do online at your discretion, at your opportunity. And we can, we have everything put together that can show them how to do that.
Excellent. When they actually have gone through those preliminary items, how does this pro bono engagement actually get set up? Once we've got all the boxes checked, how do they move forward to get that ball rolling and actually working and engaging with a pro bono client?
It's all online, and it would be a pro bono planner match.org. And we will have putting out both on our FPA chapter site as well as memos to members that'll include that. But they go to the pro bono planner match.org. They've got 4 choices in the banner on the front page. One of those choices is for volunteers. That's what you'd click on in the banner, and then it'll come down with 4 action steps, including the link to the test or to the class to take. And it's all right there. So it leaves nothing for what do I do next. And then it has in the banner, there's also for nonprofits. So what we've got is the opportunity with our members, if they have a particular nonprofit that is not one of the 16 that we're currently synced up with, they have that opportunity to add that nonprofit if they go past the qualifications with Foundation for Planning and FPA. So it's really a robust program, but it's all right there for volunteers, for nonprofits. It'll show the training and resources, and then the browsing opportunities to select the nonprofit you want to work with.
Excellent. Once that actually takes place, can you tell us a little bit about the actual pro bono engagement? Like, how does it happen? Is it online? Is it face-to-face? How long does it take? What should advisors expect going into that work?
Well, now, given the whole COVID situation, still most of them are virtual. So I think the opportunity for face-to-face are few and far between. But when you go through and you pick whichever pro bono nonprofit you want to work with, then you simply sync up with them. You have the ability to contact them. And then, for example, with the veterans that are going into a new home, they may have a requirement that would need 3 or 4 meetings versus working with another opportunity. We work with a lot of cancer patients that just need 1 or 2 opportunities to just to talk with someone about financial issues. So you've got a myriad of opportunities there.
Awesome. We talk a lot about pro bono, and I know that some people do it individually. There hasn't really been this large effort to get our chapter to come together and really support en masse. And I know we're also going to be tracking hours so that we can, return that information to central office. Yes. We can look to get some traction. So I'm excited to see some of this happen, but can you talk just for a moment about the reason for pro bono and what the purpose is of us as professionals being involved specifically in pro bono work?
Well, for me, it's having the heart of a fiduciary. And I guess having been in planning for so long, that rolls off the tip of my tongue, fiduciary, because when I started financial planning, I wouldn't even think to say fiduciary, but someone that has the desire to help people, and to help people when you don't get paid to help them. I think that to me is what I mean by the heart of a fiduciary. I want to do the right thing for people, even though I'm not getting paid, just because that's in my DNA. That's what I like to do. And I think that's why a lot of people go into financial planning, is they want to help people. And it's a great business because you get paid to help people. But for pro bono, it's helping those people when they are not in a position to pay.
Yeah. That's a really good point. I know there have been plenty of people over my career where I would help out knowing good and well this was not going to be an asset management client or a financial planning client. It was going to be a long-term relationship, but you still want to help those people out, especially those people going through crisis. Excellent. Wonderful.
Well, and just let me jump in. In reality, we are getting paid because of the feeling of doing something good, something worthwhile. And that's payment, a lot of payment in itself.
Yeah, very, very good point. And I'm sure there are plenty of studies out there that would show that, the wonderful benefits, even health-wise, to a sacrificial giving of that style. So that's excellent. Hey, what else should an advisor know? Anything else that they need to be aware of as far as like how to get this going, or documentation, things like that?
But I think there's a couple of things. One is if the planner is in a larger organization, they may have some issues with compliance and regulatory approval with their home office. It's good to know that if you are participating in the Foundation for Financial Planning program, that there is E&O insurance. So you've got that E&O liability coverage. So that's a benefit. All the documents, you do sign a document of engagement, so things are clearly spelled out. It's just done in a way that protects all parties involved and makes it, it really makes it easy for people to help people.
Excellent. That's wonderful to hear. Steve, I want to thank you and your team for the work you guys have been doing behind the scenes to get all this together. We're excited about it. We're going to be talking a lot more about it. We'll have some follow-up discussion. I believe there's also some documentation that's going to go out to members in their inbox. And with this video that we post up, we're going to put some links in there as well so that people can go directly and get that ball rolling. So thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate you stopping by, and it's good to see you. And everyone else,
pleasure. Thank you,
Charles. Get involved. All right. Take care and be well.